Hi there, everyone. Good evening. It is, what date is it? It's the 22nd of August, day 24 of 30 Days Live. And I have far from mastered doing the screen sharing um, for you this evening. But yeah, it still doesn't make sense to me. So clearly, um, I still have to learn that. The interesting thing is on Zoom, which I'm on now daily, um, we can easily share the screen. But on Facebook, I'm having enormous difficulties with that. However, here I am. Today's day 24. Um, it's a little later than usual for me, but or maybe not. I'm not even sure. But today I finally finished writing my. They're called brand stories. They're understanding the thing that's within you that's led you to develop the program and ultimately giving you the expertise or the skills necessary to teach what it is that you are professing to teach. And it's a very difficult thing to journey through. It's a very difficult thing to um, unpack and share, particularly because, well, and I guess my story isn't different than anybody else's who's doing this sort of transitional work. Um, but it really causes you to dig in to how you became who you are. And so, because my program is called Trauma Transformations, um, it's really about my transformation through trauma and how I've been able to move from those things that were designed to oppress or silence me, um, and push beyond that. And so I wanted to show you the video that Huey and I took day before yesterday when we went out on my new electronic uh, wheelchair. Um, well, it's not actually mine because over the past month and a half, I think the first time I rented a piece of equipment was in May, the end of May. Um, yeah, the last week of May, the first week of June, I rented a scooter, which was massive, and I had all manner of difficulties trying to maneuver it into the elevator of my condo and get outside. And I wasn't really successful with it because it was just too big, and I couldn't turn corners, and I couldn't really maneuver in the elevator, and there were all these problems with the elevator and the stairs and blah blah blah. So I sent that back, and this week or last week I rented a smaller, an electronic wheelchair that that was absolutely liberating. And the little maneuver that you use to turn and whatnot, it's a joystick, just like you would use if you were playing PlayStation or some other game, which I've never played. So initially, my ability to maneuver things was a little challenging because it's hypersensitive. But I mastered it with the assistance of my brother Huey and my friends Lisa and Al, who brought me out and um, help me judge, how to turn, how to maneuver, how to feel safe in this new way of moving around in the community. And um, I can say after testing this, um, I'm going to get one. So I'll be able to come back into the world and see things and go places like I have not been able to for the last, well, January was actually the last time I was outside of my condo um, until last Friday. Last Friday was the first time that I went outside and went about. I went across the street to the local store. We had dinner in this restaurant across the way. Found a nice little cubby hole in the midst of all these apartments, um, and then again on Tuesday, Huey and I went out again, and I rolled around. But I say this to tell you that as we purpose to move in the world and um, re-identify who we are and what our purpose here is, um, we might have to use different or new modes of expressing ourselves or getting outside if your situation is like mine, um, or whatever the case may be. But whatever the situation is, embrace the change, move forward, and give thanks truly for the things that you can do instead of focusing on the things that you cannot. Um, that's been my journey. That's how I've been able to transform my particular trauma and literally triumph in spite of, and not even in spite of, triumph because of. That's the goal. So, in light of the fact that I cannot share my screen, let me locate um, the tile that I want to share with you for today in a very brief way. Um, and my glasses are so dirty. Okay, so I posted a tile that, well, there's two. I posted a tile that says, success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to your growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others. And truthfully, this journey of redefining redefining true roots, because up until this point I've been a community-based model of service where I would take my therapy and go out into the community and assist people in that manner, running workshops and seminars and dealing with individuals one-on-one. But I'm not able to do that anymore because I'm not able consistently to leave or walk about and move about the way I used to. So I had to think of a new way to do the things that are really the passion of my heart. Um, and that's how I ended up going online and developing this program called Trauma Transformation. And so, in spite of the difficulties and challenges that I face, finding a way to reach my full potential, to maximize it, and to do it in a manner that enables me to sow seeds that do benefit others. That's my goal. And so I can tick this box off as a success. So you too, look at your situation, push past whatever obstacles you may be facing, and reach your maximum potential. And when you do, as you do, sow seeds. Sow seeds into the lives and experiences of others that will enable them too to succeed. So that's tile one. Tile two is this beautiful little fairy looking lady. I love her. And it says, Find what makes your heart sing and create your own music. Which for me is absolutely perfect because I've always kind of danced to the beat of my own drum. There's music constantly playing in my head and my heart, that enables me to sing through obstacles and laugh when the sun is not shining, and um, find the light in the midst of darkness. So I encourage you today to find the thread in your circumstance, find the thread in your circumstance that will lead you to um, to prosper and to maximize your potential and to flourish and to bloom where you're planted. And when you do, when you're able to do that, your light will shine so bright that others in their darkness will find their way out. Be encouraged, be blessed. Thank you for being patient with me as I learn all this stuff. And thank you for enabling me to have this avenue to share my truth. I ask you honestly from my heart, could you please just give me a little ditty, a little comment, whether you do it in the actual thread after you watch the live, whether you watch with me now, which I won't know, or if you watch after the